allegedly done. And I'm just like, is the boy okay? Like, I'm proper thinking, like, I'm really concerned. Is the boy okay? Like, I have my own questions. And I'm like, okay, when he did this, when he was putting the screws, did the boy scream? Did the housemate not come out and say anything? Like, where was the housemate at this point? Because surely, like, if you've put in screw, like, even if the ex-boyfriend was like, you know, don't say anything, but the fact that those screws are going up your bum, like, you will be making noise. You will be making noise. So there's a lot of potholes for me anyway. For me, there's a lot of potholes that is not adding up, or that she's not included. Regardless, like, this whole situation is so sad.
Me and Alex were playing, and I fell and I hit a stick. So I'm looking at him like, and I heard that before. He said that to me before, and I asked him what he was talking about. I'm like, are you okay? And he was like, yeah. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you're not making sense. And I said, where'd the stick go? He starts pointing. So I say, like, I'm like, my heartbeat. I'm like, what you talking about? And then he say, Alex put something up, something there. I say, what? What are you talking about? So I'm like, what are you talking about? Alex did what? What was it? He says, it was a little spiky thing. I said, where'd she get it from? I don't know. I said, what color was it? Silver and gold. I said, okay. Freaking out, because I don't know what's going on. I'm asking questions like, how did you feel? Did you like it? Were you guys playing? Like, what were y'all doing? I don't get it. And he said, I said, how did you feel? Like, how did you feel? He said, I felt sad. I said, why? He said, because no one had ever done that to me before. So I'm like, what?
That little audio that I played in the beginning, that was the video that I made 2 months ago when this whole situation first came out. If you guys watch the video, you will remember I was saying that there was a lot of potholes in the storyline. There was a lot of things that was not adding up. And now Brittany, who goes by the name of FTN Bae, has come out. As I'm currently recording, she's doing a live. I was watching the live. I think I'm going to put it on a separate video, but the girl is literally rambling on, and I'm like, you need to come off now. Like, you actually need to just come off the internet, because you were saying so many different things. But I wanted to watch the lives till the end, because obviously, as I'm going to be talking about it. But she's come out and she has stated that her son was lying, basically.
To him pooping in his pants, so he just said whatever. So he just made it up. So I'm going to publicly apologize and say that, you know, he finally took a lie detector test. It took a while. It didn't have to take so long. Like, I never was trying to ruin his career or trying to get clout or nothing. I just believed my son. I really believed him. And I just was going to do whatever I could for my son. Like, I was going to slide for my son, however that means. And you know, he dealt with it in his own ways, but finally we came to an understanding and agreement, and he decided to take the test, and he did it, and it's done. It's over with. He passed his test. My son told the truth, and
she's saying that he made it up. But on the live, she's saying so many different things. She's really hurt. One minute she's saying that her son was lying. The next minute she's saying that he wasn't lying. Obviously, Doodie Lo passed the lie detector test. She's saying that she hasn't seen a test, but it was confirmed. And then she's saying that she regrets coming on live. Like, she is saying a whole heap of different things, and she's hurt. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm actually shocked. I'm disappointed. I think that's the right word. I think I'm just disappointed by the whole situation. I feel like she's, again, it's that whole bitterness can really make you do some things. Because, first of all, she was saying in the live that the reason why, which is one of the questions that I ask, is if screws are going up someone's butty hole, then you need to take that person to the doctor. Like, there's no way that person is not going to go to the doctor. But of course, you're not going to go to the doctor because the doctors, there's not going to be anything there. The hospital are not going to be able to confirm anything. There's nothing for you to do to go to the doctor. Because if screws, like you telling me a whole screws? And even if it wasn't screws, because what she's trying to say in the live is that it may not have been screws, it may have been his actual thing. So even if he did put his thing, the boy would have been bleeding. So you would have still taken him to the hospital. But of course, all the boy did was pooed himself. And it might have been that he had an accident and he was scared. And at this point, I'm thinking, sis, did you tell the boy to say these things? Did you tell him to say these things? Because it's not adding up. Even on the live, what she's saying is not adding up. And yes, I am triggered because I'm sick and tired of females hurting and making up stuff, like trying to ruin people's lives. Like, these are proper serious allegations that we can't be going around and trying to ruin these men's lives, even if they have left, even if they have hurt us, even if they have cheated or done whatever they have done. There are better ways to handle these situations. You cannot go around making stupid lies and claims against people just because you know that as a woman you're going to be favored even more, because that is the truth. You can't do that. And on top of that, you are using your little, how old is he? 6 years or something like that? 6-year-old boy in the midst of that toxicity. You can't be doing that. And then she's coming online because she's scared, because he's now saying, I'm going to take you to court. I'm going to take you to court. Like, see you in court. And then she's just like, oh, like, my guy was proper coming up to me, like, being all sweet and whatever, you know, being like, oh, well, let's, you know, like, just, she was saying that he was saying, oh, you know, like, just issue the public apology, like, we don't need to, like, go back and forth. And then once she issued the apology, I think he then switched up on her. So then she's like coming back on live, because this is the second she did 2 lives. So she came back on live to try and flip it again, because she saw that he kind of tricked her. And it's like, okay, but when he was giving you all that sweet talk, you was thinking that, all right, cool, like, he's just gonna sweep it under the rug, like, it's fine, like, you know, maybe we can work things out. But then you saw that he's tricked you. You want to now come back on the internet and try and make it out like you care about your son. Girl, you don't care about your son like that. You are somewhat sick right now, and you need help and you need healing. And I'm so sorry, but I'm so triggered about this, because it's like, first of all, you used your son, you came on on your 2 different lives, you got 2 different energies. And I'm sorry for anybody who is watching this and watching her and trying to be like, oh yeah, it's okay. It's like, no, look at her energy. The energies are completely different. You're now trying to come back on live and switch it up because he's rejected you. It's that rejection that's killing you. The girl was on live till about, I think it was like 7 a.m. in the morning or something like that, because the times in the UK and America are different. I think she was saying that she was on, it was like 7 a.m. Guys, let me tell you, yeah, she was on live for like nearly 2 hours. It seemed like it was forever. I was actually thinking, is it going to end? I had to even stop it and then come back, because obviously I want to make sure that I've got the proper insight before I talk about it. But it got to the point where she was basically like repeating the same thing. And I get it, you can't go to sleep, your brain is in constant motion, thinking about what you've just done. Have you done the right thing? Like, how are you gonna look? Sorry, the train is passing by. So you've got like 1,000,001 thoughts pumping through your brain. So obviously you're not going to sleep, because this is really serious. And on top of that, he's threatening you, telling you that let's take it to court, and that's not the outcome that you expected. So yeah, you're going to be up and whatever, but babe, put the phone down. And then she's talking about how her son don't want this, her son don't want that, like he wants it to all end. The boy is 6 years old, please. Like, you have full control of the narrative that you are portraying out there, and also that your son, the reality that your your son is going to be living. So everything that your son will be going through, it will all be on you. So you need to start making the right decisions. You've made your apology video. Now you need to start making the right decision on how you move forward. And sorry, but who goes on live like crying and talking serious with a filter? Like, I'm tired of seeing these videos of these people coming on serious topics, like you're bare bawling and all of that, but you've got a filter. Like, what? So you had time to choose which filter you was going to use before you start talking serious. Please, 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 please. You're so lost and broken inside. She said it herself. She can't do music. She can't do anything. She's hurting. Like, she said it herself. And she thought that one second, she thought that she could trust him, or that she thought that they could work it out. But no, of course, he did what he had to do. He had to clear his name, and he found a way, an opportunity of where he could do that. And he did. And I don't blame him for it, because he tried to tarnish his name, ruin his career. And it backfired. You cannot be using your 6-year-old boy, your 6-year-old son, to make lies, making people think that he did that to your son when your son might have just had an accident and you got angry. And then we don't even know what transpired between her and her ex that time for her to be like, boom, do you know what? I'm going to use this opportunity. And like, you really trying to try me. But let's see who's going to win. Guys, I'm going to have to come back to on this video because I'm going to have to shoot off right now. But I will be back doing a part 2 on this, because this, I'm actually disgusted and I'm very disappointed. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I will speak to you guys in my next video. Before I go, like, I'm really triggered by this, because I feel like far too many women use this type of things against men, and I'm seeing it more and more and more. And if this is not true, like he truly didn't do this, then it's a shame, because there are actually real victims out there who are being overshadowed by women who lie. And that's very, very dangerous, and that's something that we need to address. If a guy has hurt you so much so that you want to seek revenge, the best revenge is to better yourself. The greatest revenge is to come out stronger, better, a better you, a more stronger you. Is to not let them have control, not let them have access to you. Can we let that sink in? The best revenge, people. Open your ears, okay? The best revenge, ladies, please, let's stop giving these men this amount of access and control over our emotions, that we are so angry and so hurt that we end up doing things. And I'm just saying in general, because listen, I mean, I don't even know anymore. Like, because she's telling us that he's so manipulative that the reason why the 6-year-old boy has now changed his story is because he was so scared of the guy that he's changed the story. So Charlie, I don't even know. But all I'm saying, based off of her life that I have seen and watched with my own eyes and my own ears, she's in a dark place. She's in a dark place. And a lot of women are in these spaces, and we allow these men to have far way too much control over our emotions, and it does not need to be that way. It doesn't need to be that way. Okay? Like, these men are not gods. Like, these men, like, you were birthed into this world alone. Okay, you have your own DNA. The way that you were built, you were fearfully and wonderfully made. What? Do you understand? The way that you were built, the way that you were structured. You are a peculiar individual. So much has been put into you. Do not let nobody come and tarnish you, come and break you down. If you are in a situation where things are trying to break you down, It's because there's something great in you. It's because there's greatness resides in you. Let's stop giving these men so much access to us. And then we want to blame them and be like, oh, do you know how he is? Oh, you know what he done? Oh, he's trash. Men are trash. Men are this, men are that. No, let's change the narrative, babe. He won't be able to make you feel like that if you do not give him the access. If you don't give him the access. And if he has broken in somehow, which it can happen, and I do not neglect the fact that sometimes we take our eyes off the ball and they do come in. That's part of it. It happens. But you have authority as long as you are the owner of yourself, of your home. Imagine. You have the authority to evict. You have the authority to allow and disallow. You have that authority. Nobody can come into your house that do not have access. That anybody that comes into your house that does not have a key is a thief. Anybody that comes into your house that does not have a key has illegally entered your home. Therefore, as the owner, you have the authority to evict them, to kick them out, to take them out. Use your authority. Understand that you are the owner. You carry the authority. You need to clothe yourself in that authority. You need to clothe yourself. Listen, let me tell you something, yeah? If a policeman comes and knocks at your door, even though he has some level of authority, he's clothed in some level of authority, even if he shows you his badge, he cannot illegally push himself into your home because only you can give him access. Access. Gosh, I need to come back. I gotta go. Woo, my people. I am so triggered. Like, I'm sorry, but we need to sit down, ladies, and we need to have a proper chat, okay? We need to talk because this is not it. This is not it. Anyways, I'll speak to you guys soon. Please do subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Let me know in your comment section and I'll speak to you guys. And if you made it to this point of the video, gang, I love you guys.